Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it has been quite a while since I have done a video, had a lot going on, but we're all good in the hood and we're back. We're bringing some videos in, and today's look I used the new Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palette. Probably covered my mouth there. The Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palette. Or is it Morphe? I don't know how you pronounce it. I say Morphe. Could be wrong. Don't care. Jaclyn Hill is actually the one influencer, makeup artist, whatever you want to call her, that got me into makeup. I started watching her years ago when she wasn't as huge as she is now. I bought her first Jaclyn Hill kind of Morphe palette. It wasn't as, you know, this has got the white packaging, everything. The other one, I'll see if I can actually find it, but I'm not going to open it because it actually smashed, I think. Oh gosh, let's see if we can, yep. But yeah, I bought her first one, and comparing the two is like, it kind of even reflects her growth as an artist herself. The only thing I don't like about it is that it's white, because especially makeup artists, it's in and out of my kit and I've only used it a couple times and it's already filthy. But apart from that, I love the silver. I love how inside she kind of does like a little thank you saying that this palette is dedicated to all our subscribers. And yeah, the colours are amazing, especially for this time of year, kind of like the autumn looks. But as well, what I love about it is in this little corner you've kind of got a little bit of bright colours that people maybe wouldn't reach for. So I think it kind of covers, it's got a bit of something in there for everyone, which is exactly what you want in a palette. I decided to go with kind of like some golds, some burgundy colours, just because it was autumn and I thought I would do kind of like an autumn inspired look. If you want to see how I created this look, then just keep on watching. So my camera decided to cut out the first couple steps, but all that you missed was that I first took the shade Creamsicle, which was an amazing mustard yellow colour. I took that on my Zoeva crease brush and popped that in the crease, blended it quite high, and then I took the shade Puke, which is more of like a brown toned yellow, love that name, and again on the same brush just followed the same steps. Next, using my Zoeva 227 brush, I took the shade Hunts, which is probably my favourite shade of the palette. It's a really intense, rich, burnt orange, and I'm just taking that and placing it slightly lower down and blending circular motions as always. After I did the other eye, I wanted to go back in with that Hunt shade and just intensify even more, because it is my favourite colour in the palette. I just thought, why not just chuck it all on? You'll start to notice that a lot of the time I do go back in with that shade Creamsicle. It's just so that we can blend out the edges and make sure that everything is seamless. Taking Roxanne and Jax on my little mini Sigma E25 brush, we're again just focusing it lower down, blending out in circular motions. We're really just wanting to try and intensify that sort of like burnt orange red tone. It's beautiful. I'm now just taking a clean brush. This one is the Nema brush in the style Becca, and I'm just making sure that there's no harsh lines, just going right round the edge, making sure it's all blended nicely. For cutting our half cut piece, we're going to use Urban Decay Eden Primer and the Zoeva Soft Concealer brush. Any sort of flat brush will do, but it helps when it's flat. It's got a rounded tip because it means that all you're doing is kind of pressing down and it's doing all the work for you. I'm using a lot of the Urban Decay primer so that it's a really opaque coverage. Any sort of concealer would do instead. Taking the Nema brush that we used before, and where the concealer ends, we're just taking that brush and kind of wiggling it into the shadow. It's kind of bringing the excess shadow into the concealer, so it's blending it for you without having to really do much. Our next shade is Queen, taking Superdrug's Vitamin E Hydrating Mist, a great cruelty-free dupe for MAC Fix Plus, by the way. We're wetting the brush slightly to give the shadow a more metallic finish, I do go in with a more precise brush a little bit later to really make sure the gold is as sharp to the concealer as possible. Using the Morphe M507 brush with the shade Hunts, we're going to place this between the gold and burgundy tones. We want this to flow and look almost kind of ombre, so that's why we're taking away the harsh line by using this colour and kind of wiggling it into the gold. With the same brush, taking Jaclyn Chip, this time focusing it on our outer corner. This is where we want to build some depth, and even though it's a small brush, we still want to use circular motions for that blend. Mixing Chip and Abyss, however you pronounce it, on a Zoeva 231, we're just following our previous step and blending it slightly lower. The darker the shade you use, the lower down you want to blend. This will help your shadow look way more seamless. I felt like I was losing some of the bright burnt orange tones, so I took the E25 Sigma brush with whatever's left on it, and I'm just running it over the crease. For liner, I just wanted to keep it simple, using the Sigma E05 and Illamasqua Precision Gel Liner. Then running Kat Von D Trooper liner over the top, just to make sure the liner is as opaque as possible. Dipping the Morphe M507 into Abyss, we're going to blend the edge of the liner to make it less harsh. The black in this palette isn't as pigmented as I'd like, so I do go in with Makeup Geek Corrupt over the top. I forgot to record putting the gel liner into my waterline, so the next step is we want to repeat the steps we used on the top for our lower lash line. Using Subsolar from the Sleek Solstice palette with my finger and then the Real Techniques 200 brush, I'm applying it to my inner corner and brow bone. Off camera I applied mascara and Eldora M111 lashes, and that is the finished look. I hope you enjoyed the video and please make sure to subscribe. Bye!